Hey everyone, welcome back to Star Citizen 101. In today's episode, we're covering a simple but super useful topic for new and returning players: how to get from your hab to the hangar at each of the major cities around Stanton. Whether you've just woken up in a new city or you're visiting for the first time, I'll show you the quickest way to navigate transit and get flying. Let's jump in. Welcome to Orison on planet Crusader. This is how you get from your hab to your hangar here. So to get from your habitation area to the spaceport in this city, you need to do the following. So you're going to leave your room, and walk out onto this beautiful modern walkway. Very nicely designed, as you can see. And then you want to go to the elevator and head down to the lobby. So there's a few ways you can do this, but the quickest way is, instead of going to the main exit in front of you, you head to the right, and you want to head this way. Look how pretty this is. Out to this door. And then that will take you straight to Providence platform, where you can catch the shuttle to the spaceport.
Connections to all major platforms. Crusader Industries is happy to offer. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Jump on the shuttle.
Please clear the
Take a seat if you choose.
Departing.
I'll sit here because why not? Should always sit down on these things, right, for safety. And enjoy the ride to the spaceport. Just double check you get off at the right stop, because these shuttles do go to various stops around the city. So just make sure you are at the spaceport when you disembark. You can see the next stop on this shuttle is the Skyway, which we're not going to. So you don't want to get off at this stop.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
So what you're looking for on Orison is the Augustus Dunlow Spaceport. That is the stop. Which, that isn't it. This, however, is Augustus Dunlow Spaceport, as you can see up there, and we just passed some aero-view hangars back there. So you're going to get off the shuttle here.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
And then you're going to head past the ship. Take in the beautiful view.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal.
But then head to the
belongings
elevators.
Approaching the station.
Taking in the view is optional, but worth it. Especially out of this window here. This is a very nice view, excuse me, NPC. So you're going to call an elevator.
Missed your shuttle? Not a problem. Another shuttle will be along shortly.
As the announcer just said, the shuttle service around Orison is frequent, so you won't have to wait long if you do miss one. Okay, so in the elevator, you're going to go to the spaceport. Kind of self-explanatory, that one. And then from here, you're going to head this way. going to walk through security. If you want to rent ships, you can do so at the Traveller kiosk here. And if you need to buy any last-minute snacks or drinks, you can do so at the small shop here. And then you're going to follow the sign to the hangars.
With shuttles arriving daily, what are you waiting for?
If you need to request anything from inventory, you can do so at the kiosk here. Also buy some more food at this Elroy's.
Crusader is a journey worth making.
Or there's Whammers if you fancy a burger. And then you have the elevators down to the hangars. So you can either use the ASOP terminals here to call in your ship,
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
which I don't know if we have any ships at this spaceport. I think we do. We have the 600i, which I don't own, by the way. It's I don't actually know why I have it. So we're gonna go call the elevator. And then you can take the elevator down to your hangar. And there you go. That is how you get from your hab to your hangar on Orison, planet Crusader. And welcome to microTech. And welcome to New Babbage on microTech. This is how to get from the hab to the hangar on this planet. The snowy planet of microTech. It's really a beautiful planet, this one. Here we go. So you exit your room. You head out into this very nicely designed foyer area. Go to the elevator. And you want to take that on down to the lobby. From here, you want to head on out towards the sign for the metro loop. And also, if you need to pick up any essentials, drinks, food stuffs, medical stuffs, you can also go to Cal 2, nice convenience store over in the corner there. You can grab quite a few essentials. So, head on down to the metro loop. Down the stairs. I do like the color scheme on New Babbage, the blues and whites. Very modern, but nice looking. Down the stairs, and then you want to head to the metro loop to the left for the spaceport. And then wait for the next train to arrive. The Grand Line to New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Guess the countdown's a little bit out there.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
There we go. So, on a New Babbage, microTech uses a train/tram type system, which is on a rail, which is quite cool. Bit different to the hovercrafts on the previous two areas. So you want to ride this all the way to the spaceport. And enjoy the view. Sun is slowly setting here on microTech at the moment, so evening is setting in, and it does look good. So you can see the spaceport in the distance there. So we're heading the right way. Bye bye microTech. Until next time. That looks so pretty. Yeah, these bits can be a little bit janky, but the transit systems in Star Citizen haven't been upgraded since they were originally added, I don't believe. So they are due a rework at some point, but for now they do the job. They don't kill you anymore like they used to, so that's always a bonus.
Passengers.
So you exit the train, and then you want to follow the arrow to the spaceport. And from here, there's no stairs. Elevators, so you take an elevator up from here to the terminal deck. Sometimes these elevators are pretty quick, sometimes evidently so, not so much. And then you want to take that up to the NBIS terminal. From here, you want to head to the right, to the spaceport lobby. Through security. Follow the signs for the spaceport lobby. Ignore the NPC who's standing clearly where he shouldn't be. Up the steps. And then round to the left. And here you have your hangars. So over there, you can rent some ships if you want to. You got the ASOP terminals to call in ships, or you can just go down to your personal hangar via the elevator. And that is how you get from the hab to the hangar on New Babbage. Welcome to planet ArcCorp. So here we're going to show you how to get from your hab to your hangar in Area 18, the main city on this planet. So you've just left your hab on Area 18, planet ArcCorp. How'd you get to the spaceport? Well, here's our room. Here is the sign for the exit, so just follow that. Dun, da, 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 da. Find an elevator. Go to the ground floor. Past reception. Hello. This brings you out into the commercial district of Area 18. If you need to stock up on ammo, weapons, or foodstuffs that you can take with you, I suggest going to Cubby Blast on your way through. And then you want to follow this alleyway, this way. If you need to make any inventory changes or whatnot, you can do it storage access there. Here's the Grand Plaza that currently has a kata in it for some reason. That's not normally there. But yeah, not sure what's happened there. Okay. So what you want to do is head to the City Flight Transit Network through the door here. You can either go right or left, so you want to head to the right, which is going to the Riker Memorial Spaceport. I'm not sure how accurate those timers are for the shuttles, but we'll soon find out. Apparently there's one due now. There isn't one at the platform, so I want to say they're not accurate. This, however, should be. So to the Riker Memorial Spaceport. Fast forward to when the shuttle arrives. And here we go. Here is the tram to the spaceport. So each planet has its own sort of custom shuttle / tram network. They all look different. They all work slightly differently. Like this is a flying tram. The shuttle that we used on Orison was a flying shuttle. But you'll see on some planets, like microTech for example, that the shuttle will be an actual train. Guessing this signage will all be changed after the next patch because Invictus is very much over until next year. It was fun to see the new ships and whatnot they unveiled though. When we arrived it was nighttime, and now you can see it's very much morning/daytime. See a sign for the spaceport up there so you know you're in the right place. Now we'll head to our nearest exit. So from here, you're going to want to go to the right and follow the sign for the hangars. Riker Memorial Spaceport. Wonder where that name came from. It's a cool name. Like the Star Trek nerd in me says, of course, Star Trek, Commander Riker. But who knows? It may very well be somebody else. Through security, through these gates. If you have any fines or anything you need to pay off, hopefully you haven't, but if you've misbehaved, you can do it from this terminal here.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility.
Any last minute storage changes, inventory changes you want to make, you can do them there. And then through to the hangars. Enjoy the view from the spaceport window, or you can go to the right. You have your ASOP terminals there, and some there as well.
Thank you for visiting ArcCorp.
And then to go into the elevator
Whatever your transaction,
and go to your hangar.
prosperous stay.
And that is how you get to from your hab to your hangar at Area 18. Hello everyone, welcome to Hurston. Very smoggy planet, Hurston. Welcome to Lorville on planet Hurston. This is how you get from the hab to your hangar on Lorville. So we'll start at the residences. As you can see, very industrial looking sort of residence, but we go to the exit, call the elevator as usual, head down to the ground floor. Then you want to head to the exit to the left if you need to make any changes, grab anything from storage, there you can do it. Head outside to this very industrial looking area. You can see the spaceport off in the distance there. And the very sort of smoggy, I know I've said it like 3 times, but very industrial looking area of Lorville. Then you want to head up these steps here to the left. And head left again. Head for the metro center. Down here. And follow the signs for the spaceport line, which is to the right. If you need to grab any medical supplies, you can do it in Maria Pure of Heart there. And then follow the line to the left, down the steps. Down the steps to Tisa Spaceport. Through this area guarded by that, I'm sure very good at his job, security guard there. And then wait for the tram. I think we may have timed that just right. There we go. So again, very different looking sort of tram metro system here compared to the other 3 planets. I like how each city has sort of own spin on public transport, and it matches the vibe of the city. Like, this very much reminds you of your subway sort of cart. I'll say Lorville's a not pretty city, because it is, in its own way, quite nice to look at. It's very nicely designed. It's very colourful in a way. They don't look greys, don't get me wrong, but you have your nice yellows and things too. You can see the spaceport off in the distance there, which we're looping around to.
Now arriving. TISA Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
And the announcements work quite well on this tram as well, so they've just announced the next stop, which is the TISA Spaceport. Mind the doors. Then you want to head towards the exit. Self-explanatory, I know. Through here. And you want to head, not that way, to the customs area here, to the left. Through customs. If you again have any fees or anything you need to pay off because you've misbehaved, you can do them at these terminals here. Through security. To the left. And then to the right. Again, more terminals you can pay off any fines and whatnot you have. Up the steps here, ignoring the dead bodies. And there's some ASOP terminals here you can use to call in a ship. If you also head through there, you can go to the showroom to have a look at some ships that are on show here and purchase them if you want to. But what we're looking for here is the hangars. So there's a rental kiosk there to rent some ships if you want. And then to the left here, you got the elevators. So you want to call in your elevator and head down to your hangar for the ship you've just called in via the ASOP terminal. And that is how you get from Hab to the hangar on Lorville. Oh, thank you for watching this Star Citizen 101 tutorial series on how to get from the Hab to the hangars on the 4 major planets in the Stanton system. If the video was helpful, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you need any other questions answered. And until next time, citizens, pilot your dreams. Vyseroy out.